doing, everyone, and welcome to another movie review with Maka B. Just got out the cinema as usual, and we've checked out Don't Breathe 2. Not really my style of film, normally the thriller horror kind of things, but I'd seen the first one, and I had to check this one out because I had to admit, trailer looked pretty mint. So let's get into this one. Gotta admit, a lot of the time you'll find sequels that just cannot measure up against the first film in the series, if it's a series, you know what I mean. But for this one, definitely held its own. The first thing I noticed was that it seems a lot more story driven than the first film. So just as a recap for the original, if anyone's not aware of it, 3 people break into a house of an old man to steal his money, thinking that's all he is, just an old man. And we get that sense at the start until we realise he badass. So the whole point of the first one was literally just a single location, horror, thriller, tension, psychological, that kind of thing, which worked nicely for that one. This one expands it. We're not just in a single location. We have a backstory. We have multiple storylines going on. We have a lot of action, well sprinkled in jump scares. I've got to give it that. Because there are a lot of long points where it is just fighting, violence, action, gore, that kind of thing, which, quite frankly, I have no problem with. I quite enjoy those in films. And there are times where you're there, admittedly, where you're thinking, okay, is something going to happen now? Is it, you know, like, oh, we're going to get a jump here, or something unexpected there, blah, 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 blah. And I've got to admit, at them points where you're just ready for it, it hits you with them. It hits you with a fantastic jump scare or a new development or just something that you won't expect to, like, you know, let's say, for example, you start thinking it's setting you up for an obvious jump scare because, you know, you start seeing things where the majority of films will have something jump out of there or an explosion or something, whatever. And then it comes completely out of left field with this one and it comes from something different. Absolutely stellar. Stephen Lang reprising the role of the blind man. Bloody well cast. Bloody well cast. He gives, I don't know how he does it, but I'm mesmerized by it because he gives both a vulnerability and a viciousness of to his character. Like, he's both an old man and a young man, if you get what I'm saying. Like, he has the physical appearance of an old man, but he has the stamina and the muscle memory and the abilities of a younger man. Like, he kicks the living shit out of people, but at the same time, he gets the shit kicked out of him. And that's one thing most movies never give you. They'll give you a protagonist or a hero, someone to root for, and they just make them seem like, you know, the all-American hero, like nothing can hurt them, like they're invulnerable. And I love it when a film can give you someone that you can root for because you know they're going to win in the end, but that's what you want. But also that can take an ass whooping whilst it's happening. And Stephen Lang gets the shit kicked out of him and comes back twofold on the others. Now, the way that they set this film up at the end or the way that this film ended, tells me I don't think we're going to be getting a sequel to this one. I think this will be just a 2-parter. But given the surviving characters that remain at the end, or surviving character that remains at the end, who knows what they could give us in the future. If they come out with a 3rd one and develop it with the surviving character that we have, then fair enough. I'd watch it, then I could watch the whole trilogy. But I think what we got in this film, overall, absolutely stellar effort, fantastic follow-up, absolutely loved it. Can't complain. Let me know down below if you've seen this film yet, whether it be on home rental, if that's available to you, or in a cinema. Like I said, if you're in England, go to View, $4.99, might as well. Finally, let's give this a letter grade. And I would have to say, I'd probably, thinking throughout the whole film, I would have to give this, I'm going to give it an A-. It wasn't an absolutely perfect film. There was just 1 or 2 little things I would have tweaked myself, but that's just my opinion. But it was damn near perfect. A couple of little tweaks and it would have been absolutely flawless. But I can't complain because they're only minor things and like I said, what the film we actually got was absolutely stellar. Loved it. Cracking little number. So that's everything I have for you on this one, folks. So until next time, stay safe. Have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, or whatever the hell it is, wherever the hell you are. Movie Madness, Maka out.